All right, week 2. We're pulling in the garage here in the middle of the night. Is why the fuck not? Got my headlights on. Welcome to day number 4. About fucking time. Anyways, like any other day. Cheers. Let's get started on tearing the body off this thing. Bit more work because I actually care about this thing than the Dodge. So our next rad support's coming out. And all basically the front end parts. I'm gonna try and leave the front fenders on this one. And I'll take the front doors off just for simplicity for using the crane to pull it off. But some issues now where I'm gonna be about an inch too far forwards in order to fit the intercooler. All that in the Dodge chassis. So I have 2 options. Either I might zoom this truck forwards on the chassis at all, see if there's a bit more clearance behind the motor. If not, I will try to move the intercooler back an inch. So that way I can use electric fans and have the truck sit an inch back so the front wheel wells are centered. Noticing with it in the garage, this truck is a lot longer than the Dodge was. Very little room to work here. Get the cab off today, push Dodge chassis back in, set the cab on the frame, and then work getting the box on. So hopefully at the end of the day we have a cab on. Got the truck pretty much ready to go here. All the engine hardware's out. It's unhooked, getting ready to take body off. Cab all cleaned out. Alright, well the cab's up in the air, but unfortunately the bumperettes are causing a little bit of issues. As a fact, they won't get high enough to clear the inner fender well there, so gotta pop these fuckers off. Got the one off and one more to go.
I'll be cruising in my lane fast, call it high speed. I've been working hard, yeah, I've been working nightly. If you think you'll win, not likely. I be taking shots, yeah, cold-blooded, icy. Watching numbers grow is what I call sightseeing.
Built to roll. The Dodge chassis back under the Chevy body here now. Hopefully I can lift the front end high enough to get enough clearance to get over that axle there and the frame, but it's getting close now. End of day 4, so not too bad.
Grows, they know how to ignite me. Call me CEO, I've been running right, see. And I ain't playing games, I create my own lane, making pleasure out of pain, turning losses into gains. I'm the boss, I'm making change. I've been rocking this exchange, popping off and risking things, gonna make a name.
Alright guys, well, here we are, end of day, actually, I don't know, morning, day 5, whatever. Gotta go back to work tonight, so this is about as far as I'm gonna get. As you can see, the box is on, and the body's on. Obviously, with an issue, is that doesn't line up. So with this, I'm able to at least now get my measurements for where the axle will sit. Body is sitting pretty hard in the chassis, but it honestly doesn't look that bad. Right now I'm just gonna held up with wood blocks just to kind of get body line somewhat square. Basically what we're working with here now is I need to cut these leaves out, hook up a 4-link system, and recenter the axle in the back here. What is nice with these chassis is that they're flat all the way across, so there's no humps to worry about with pushing the axle backwards, which makes this a hell of a lot easier. Apart from that, it's sitting actually pretty well. The exhaust is like it's made for it. The front axle sits pretty nicely in the fender well. Do a bit of shimming it to make it sit perfect, but that'll work for me for now. Front, we're gonna have to make this all fit. So I'm gonna cut these brackets off, move them an inch back, get another inch clearance, and then take out the mechanical fan. For that, use electric fans, like give me another 2.5 inches. Could possibly stick the AC cooler in there, but we'll see if I need to or not. Hoping I won't. There's a hell of a lot of room. If I can take the bell housing bolts off from here if I had to. I don't think it looks too bad. Before I get too far into this here, basically we got the body on. He's mounted on the chassis, just using some wood blocks right now to kind of get the height that I want. Cool thing here, I got my airbags came in. They're fucking massive. Bad boys right here. Fucking things are huge. Put a beer beside it next, you can see how big they really are. They're fucking ginormous. So I can't wait for that. Got about 16 to 18 inches of travel with those fucking airbags. So it's gonna be wild in here. Doing front and rear bags. Gonna be pulling the fan out, draining the lines out, pulling the front rad support apart. We'll see how she goes, and hopefully it's not too much pain in the ass. Got the front rad support off. Basically now what I'm gonna do, I'm going to cut this bracket off here and push it back as far as possible, kind of about to here-ish. It's gonna need just a little bit more clearance. And the fan's coming off. Because I'm gonna run electric fans. Okay, removing this fucking fan clutch. So, pain in the ass. They're the reverse thread. I went the long way around about doing this, but easy way to do it. Get a C-clamp, clamp it around the pulley there. And get an adjustable wrench. I think it might be 1.5 inches. Didn't have one that size, so put it on here. And it's the reverse thread. You gotta actually turn it to the right. Now I got mine all freed up, so it's loose. Beat the piss out of the fan with the hammer, but it's on there tight. You gotta smack it off, and once it comes free, it's obviously easy to turn. So little things like that, you don't really realize how they come off till you start working with it. So there you go. I've got quite a bit of work done here in the truck. Basically got the cab mounts done. 4-link is staged up. It's all tacked in. Currently working on getting the bag mounts put on. I got the old leafs off, everything taken out. Got everything grinded off, which was a fucking pain in the ass. That's one of the old mounts. I actually left it on there. The reason that those rivets are actually holding the frame together. There is a bit of weld holding the two pieces together, but I thought, hey, leave the rivets in. I used some 3/8 plates just for some reinforcement because the frame's pretty thin there. Now I've actually got it marked out for the bag plates. I'm going to put this top bracket here. End up putting a support between the two afterwards, but for now I'm just going to tack those plates in, get the bags on, and seal this thing balances. But as always, guys, cheers. Let's get her going. All right, so the axle's out. Got everything all prepped in there. Get all the fucking body mounts grinded off. New ones installed. I actually ended up using the factory Dodge chassis mounts there. I just moved them over so they would line up. Got the 4-link all hooked up. Got majority of it welded on the axle. Still need to remove some shit, then sandblast and powder coat, but that's later on anyways. Bit more to do, but yeah, majority's done. Got all the 4-link bars all welded up, all ready to go here. So get those on. And once you get the rear end in, the bag's back on. Panhard bar brackets are still being made. I might fab up a little shitty bracket for now just to try and test it out. But yeah, once that's all in, still waiting on my front parts. It's been almost 3 months now. Wish we'd had that on there and hooked up. But yeah, we're kind of at a standstill here. I haven't done too much in the engine bay. I've really just been working on the suspension here, so.
Just wanna be famous, but I don't want that cheap fame. No, I'm not that vain. I just wanna be greatness. I just wanna be greatness. I just wanna be.
It's been a fucking while. Got some shit on the truck. Been busy with work and the holidays and all that. But yeah, we made some progress. I'll show you where we're at here. Like every other time, fucking cheers.
I'm going off every chance I get. I don't really take a loss, well, I'll admit. That's why I'll make it to the top, yeah, I commit. And no, I'm never getting lost, I get after it. Investing in my own stock, cause it's